One of the biggest box office hits since the Nickelodeon is Star Wars. I saw it, and like you, I was enchanted by the performance of its hero. May the Force always be with him. Here is Mark Hamill.
And may the farce be with you.
The farce be with me?
Why not?
Did I say that? I don't believe that I said that. Did I say the farce, really?
Well, I know the force has always been with...
This is not the kind of close encounter I had in mind.
We're here to present two...
Behave yourself, Artu. Mark is talking. Of course. I'm just as excited as you are. Now do be quiet.
You see, my friends here are a perfect example of the combined talents of actor and technician. Creating creatures that never existed. And sounds that have never been heard before. You know, I sometimes feel like Zeppo Marx alongside Groucho and Harpo. Unique sounds add a distinct dimension to, and we're here tonight to honor two very special achievements.
Excuse me, Mark. He's excited about a special film. Close Encounters of...
The Third Kind. You know, it's really nice to have Anthony Daniels as C-3PO to say all the hard parts.
The Board of Governors of the Academy, upon recommendation of a select committee of the Sound Branch, has given a special Sound Effects Editing Award to Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
The award goes to Mr. Frank Warner.
Follow my own act. For this honor, I thank the Board of Governors and the Special Sound Committee. To Julia and Michael Phillips and Steve Spielberg, three very special people, thank you very much for the freedom to express myself. And to my dear friends who share this with me, thank you.
Oh, will you hush? He's a little nervous. Well, you don't have to thank anyone. The Academy's already done that. And now, for the other movie, which I think these two are particularly interested in.
A Special Achievement Award has been voted by the Board of Governors upon the recommendation of the Sound Branch Executive Committee for the creation of the alien, creature, and robot voices featured in Star Wars.
The award goes to Mr. Benjamin Burt Jr.
I'd like to specifically thank Ken Mura of USC Cinema and producer Gary Kurtz for giving me a start on this film, and for associate producer Jim Nelson, whose great friendship and encouragement help me out, fellas. Helped me a lot during the film. And I'd like to, of course, thank George Lucas, who had all the great ideas and provided all the inspiration for the things in Star Wars. Thank you very much.
Our next presenter began her career at the tottering age of 5, when Orson Welles put her before the camera in Tomorrow's Forever, a prophetic title. She's been a star ever since, with the sensitive Jimmy Dean in Rebel Without a Cause, the beloved Rosalind Russell in Gypsy, singing and dancing in West Side Story, and playing the role of Carol in Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice. Here is Natalie Wood. You look beautiful tonight, Nat, even prettier than when we did Gypsy.
Were you in Gypsy?
Yeah, don't you remember? I did the body makeup for the strippers.
I'm here to present the Costume Design Award. A costume is anything you wear on stage, from a fig leaf to a wedding gown. And what you wear in the movies is designed by some of the nicest and most unflappable people in our community. I know because they've done wonderful things for me. This year's nominees are Florence Klotz for A Little Night Music. Her gowns will be worn tonight by Sid Charisse and Stockard Channing. Irene Sheriff for The Other Side of Midnight. Camilla Sparv and Priscilla Barnes are wearing the sheriff's designs. Edith Head and Burton Miller for Airport 77. Eleanor Parker and Deborah Raffin will show their fashions to you. Anthea Silbert for Julia. Michelle Lee and Karen Black are dressed in her creations. John Mallow for Star Wars. Susan George wears his intergalactic concepts. And Kermit Eller wears the Darth Vader costume. Is John Mallow for Star Wars.
The costumes from Star Wars are really not so much costumes as a bit of plumbing and general automobile engineering. Anyway, my thanks to George and Gary, and particularly to the wardrobe department, especially Ron Beck, and to all of you for giving me this very happy tribute. Thank you very much.
To present the next award are two English artists whom I envy very much. I have a special admiration for him since he did such a brilliant job playing me and Alfie. He was later nominated for Sleuth. With him is the gifted and alluring lady who lured an Oscar to London for her performance in the prime of Miss Jean Brodie. Won't they ever forgive us for the Boston Tea Party? Here is Maggie Smith and Michael Caine.
Bob, the first time I ever saw you was when you appeared at the Prince of Wales Theatre in London. I was 6.
Well, that's interesting. How about you?
Me? I was sitting in his lap.
Well, I don't mind these little barbs. I'm happy to be just a part of this great industry. I'm delighted that artists of your caliber pay any attention to me at all. Truly, I am.
The nominees for the outstanding performance by an actor in a supporting role are Mikhail Baryshnikov in The Turning Point,
Peter Firth in Equus,
Alec Guinness in Star Wars,
Jason Robards in Julia,
Maximilian Schell in Julia.
and I have the envelope, and the winner is Jason Robards in Julia. Him very well, and many congratulations.
Yes, we've just got to get off, that's all. He's not here.
They're running short of time.
They're a bit short of time.
I think he's playing bridge with Marlon Brando and George Scott.
The winner is Diane Keaton from Annie Hall.
It's simply terrific. Naturally, I'm very honored to have been nominated with actresses like Jane Fonda and Shirley MacLaine and Anne Bancroft and Marsha Mason. This is something. Anyway, Annie Hall was a wonderful experience for me, and I just would like to say thanks to Woody and thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Tonight's nominees for an outstanding performance in a lead role are, you want me to do it by memory? Woody Allen in Annie Hall, Richard Burton in Equus, Richard Dreyfuss in Goodbye Girl, Marcello Mastroianni, A Special Day, and John Travolta in Saturday Night Fever. And the winner is a new heavyweight champ, Richard Dreyfuss!
didn't prepare anything. Wait a second, am I here? Yes, okay. First, I will embarrass Ray Stark by saying that I owe him everything, and he is a great man. To Herb Ross, who is the only true gentleman I've ever known in my life. To Herb, Marcia, and Neil, and Quinn. I could go on and on and on, and I don't want to leave. Can I rent this now? Thank you very much.